Hello everybody, it's Sunabe the Messiah, and I'm here with another video. Today I want to talk about sex. I want to talk about the idea that men have where, because I'm talking in this group and it's these men saying stuff like, it doesn't matter how many it doesn't matter how many women a man has slept with. That's fine, but it does matter how many bodies a woman has. And a lot of women in the comments are confused. And I had to do my research because they're saying that it makes women look bad and it brings down women's value the more bodies that she has. I totally agree that just giving your body away have to do with value, but it does have a lot to do with you as an individual and your soul. Partaking in that lifestyle does not improve your life or your mental health at all. So I looked into it and I did my research, and I'm reading this research, and they did studies on these men. And these men are saying stuff like, I felt empty after I was sleeping with all these women. I felt empty afterwards, like they were taking a piece of my soul, and I felt empty afterwards. And I'm like, Then I looked at another study, and they were saying how going from partner to partner and partner, it can be draining and it can affect your mental health. It can affect your mental health. So, and it also can cause, it can cause it can cause you to end up in dangerous situations as far as not protecting your body sexually. Like, people think, oh, well, as long as I'm using a condom, it's still intercourse, and you're still exposing yourself to something. So you can end up with STDs, infections. But it can, in the long run, it can have a bad effect on men and women. Like me, I don't feel comfortable laying down with a man if I know that, I can't do no casual sex. If you just want to lay down with me, I can't do that. I get nothing out of that. Like, I don't see what would be fulfilling. I would be thinking, who is this? I'm still in the phase of trying to figure out who you are. So I can't just lay down with you until I get those answers fulfilled and you're on the same page as me. And we have to be in a relationship as well. So just like, I know a lot of people say stuff like, well, when I'm single, I can just sleep with whoever I want to. I've never been that way. When I'm single, I'm not focused on a roster of men just sleeping from man to man. I'm not thinking about that. I'm worried about, getting myself together mentally and creating a space so that I can attract somebody that I do want into my life and then go from there. So sex, to me, I feel like even the older that I get, it's overrated. But getting back to what I'm talking about, how these men, they feel empty, how it does something to their mental health. So then I had to question these men in the comment section talking about it's okay for them to sleep around with as many women. There's no precautions. There's no risk. It's perfectly normal. It's perfectly okay. Not realizing that, bro, you have a sex addiction. You have an addiction. It's an unnatural addiction. So these men need to stop playing these games and just realize you have a sex addiction, sir. Especially if you, 45 years old? Because a lot of these guys in this comment section were older guys. Dude, like, you've had over 20 years to have sex with all these different women. Why are you still running around super hypersexual at your old age? I feel like once you get a certain age, that shit should be at a pass. Like, it's weird. Like, you got these, when they be talking about these CP rings and stuff like that, what they be doing, trying to do with the kids. And you hear that their ages is like they're 70, they're 60. I'm thinking to myself, y'all are old as F. Why are y'all trying to, men, when it comes to sex, it can derange them. It's like that movie, Lord of the Rings. It can derange their minds. And it could be like the ring. Sex is like that ring in that movie, Lord of the Rings, that Gollum had. And he's like, my precious, That's what it's like. And you see, when you have that ring, it turns your mind. It turns you crazy. It almost makes you animalistic. So you men who are out there and y'all are just so hypersexual like that, you're not fooling nobody. We all know deep down inside that you have a mental problem, that something's wrong with your mind. And it's a lot of men who run around here unchecked. I think it should be mandatory for all men to go through some type of mental health evaluation, at least at some point in their life. At some point in a man's life, he needs to go through some mental health evaluation just to monitor. Because these men, when they go unchecked, they believe the lies and the BS. But if it's somebody there to get that mental evaluation, they can check it. Like, maybe these thoughts you're having are not realistic. These men don't understand the difference between your imagination, your lust, and reality. And y'all just keep letting these men get away with it. That's why I'm so glad that this system that these men have built that keeps the world enslaved mentally, spiritually, and all this and that, I'm glad it is crumbling. And I'm glad that the masks are falling off of all these men. And the women who are male worshipers as well. It's falling off of all these fake people. And they're being exposed. Yeah, 2026 is a year of exposing people who ain't living, who say they real and they really not. We gonna test you this year to see if you real or if you really not. But anyways, I want to thank y'all for watching. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.